Now the second tier, guys, is a little bit different, and it kind of has a wide range of hunts and opportunities. So the second tier is, 6A is a great example, because if you look at the unit 6A, you have 750 elk tags allotted for that rifle elk hunt. So with that amount of elk tags, you assume there is a high elk population, which is absolutely correct. There's a ton of elk that live in 6A. The units surrounding 6A, Unit 5, Unit 4, all those on the rim, on the Mogollon Rim up there, have an extremely high elk population, and they are those units where there are big bulls that live there. I've seen some really, really big bulls in 6A, but it's not a unit where you go in necessarily anticipating to see a bunch of big bulls running around. In order to get a big bull, in order to pick a big bull out of 6B, 6A, 5A, 5B, those type of units, we're talking about that middle unit, 7 East, 7 West, 4A, 4B. These are all units that are right in that middle ground of they have a good elk population. The draw odds aren't astronomical to try and get a tag. And there is a big enough elk population where there is trophy quality bulls there, but you may have to work a lot, and you may have to really, really pick over a lot of bulls. You may have to watch a lot of elk and do your scouting well in advance and be in the right spot opening morning, weather dependent, of course. So the middle tier, guys, for me is 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B, 7 East, 7 West. Okay? So if you look on a map, it's kind of that middle, it's northern Arizona, but it's kind of that central area. You can throw 22 in there. 22 is kind of one of those ones that's kind of a flip-flop. The first late rifle elk hunt is a hunt that I would consider as well to kind of be in that group. It's at 22 border 6A, and there's a healthy elk population. But unless weather helps you out, the chance of shooting a really big bull can be a little bit harder. I mean, the elk just aren't they live up on the rim, and 22 is right below the rim, while 6A is up on the rim. So you have a little bit of some weather happening up there that sometimes 22 can be a fantastic trophy hunt, and sometimes you're really just looking to fill your tag. So second tier, guys, for non-residents, you're looking in that 5 to 10 points range. So if you have 5 to 10 bonus points and you want to go elk hunting, not really have sights set on something really, really big, you're not, if you're going to try to hold out for a 330 type plus bull, you may go home empty-handed. If you want to fill your tag, if you're just going to want to go elk hunting and have a chance at shooting a nice 6x6, these are units where you should consider. They don't require total max points, but they also do require some points to play the game, and so there is something on the line. I would expect to see a lot of elk in these hunts. I would expect to, with a asterisk to 7 East. 7 East can be a very difficult hunt to see a lot of elk, but you can still shoot a nice bull there. But these are high elk populations, big elk numbers typically allotted. 6A is, like I said, 750 tags. 5B is 675 tags. 5A is 339 tags. Unit 4A is 243. All those, they're big tags. Unit 22 is 425 tags. A lot of tags, guys. So that increases your odds as a non-resident to kind of move up the ranks if you have 5 to 10 points to draw these tags. If you are a resident, excuse me, if you're a resident, I would expect to draw some of these tags in that 3 to 7 points range, depending on the units that I just referenced. So some units require a few more points than others, but you're looking in that hunt where you can potentially hunt it every 3 to 5 years, get to know a unit, maybe get to know where the bulls like to hang out, and you might dig up a big bull in some of these units. So great units for guys to kind of get immersed in elk hunting, kind of see some pressure. Guys, and that's something I want to kind of transition into, is that with the amount of tags also increases the hunting pressure. So When you go in to hunt some of these areas, do not expect to be by yourself. When you go hunting in 6A and 5B, expect to see a lot of other people, a lot of side-by-sides, and just a lot of people in the woods. So that's also something to consider, and that is why some hunters prefer to hunt the third tier.